So coming here was life-changing in so many ways. I was blown away. I'd been doing therapy, 8 years? I had never seen anything like that in my life. I couldn't even summarize what had occurred. It was almost magical, and that was Gestalt.
I was actually a graduate student at Cleveland State doing my master's, my first master's degree, and there was a woman doing the groups class there, and I would watch her work, and I thought, like, how does she see what she sees? And so after class, I said, like, how did you learn to do that? And she says, well, go down the street to the Gestalt Institute. And so I went down and took an intro workshop, and I was kind of hooked.
What Gestalt does, it takes in the holistic part of the organization, the people I'm working with, and taught a lot of very deep skills with regard to how to work with people at a deeper level and how to work with things going on in organizations that are not necessarily said out loud. What I hope my students will achieve is, first and foremost, their own goals. A lot of people want to come to both transform themselves personally and transform themselves in how they operate in their career and with other people.
You know, we've already made sense of our world, and we just tell the same story over and over, and it's a little bit of like wearing an overcoat. And what our job is to help people kind of take that overcoat off and to kind of shake things up a little bit so that they have a new way of seeing themselves, others, having some new information that starts to change the picture a little bit, makes it a little bit more complex, or helps you see other choices. They become less critical of themselves, more accepting, less critical of other people.
What we emphasize in our program is creating a relational field. And if people come to my office, clients, and say, yeah, I've achieved, but I'm still unhappy inside. Because one of the greatest problems we have emotionally in this country is we feel isolated with one another. We don't know how to relate, so we keep to ourselves. And so part of the training is for students and clients to get in touch with who am I?
We're actually trying something new now where we're having Gestalt experience workshops for CEOs, because we understand that organizations really need to be more relational as well. And the CEO's stance is going to filter throughout the rest of the organization.
More awareness is a good thing. And so for students to have more awareness of who they are and how they move in the world, that's a really big deal.
I was a little hesitant at first because I had already made a huge major investment with grad school, and the weekend only cost a couple of bucks, so I said, hey, why not? And I was really amazed. I can see patterns of different times in my life where I have spoken my own truth and my own feelings and shared it with someone, and the impact that it's had on me, and oh my gosh, it feels great.
It changed all of my relationships. I came in here jaded and cynical. I was exhausted. All the things I was seeing in the world and working with in an agency. My anxiety was so large before I joined here, I couldn't even get through the weekends without calling people for support. I have learned more techniques here than in my 2 college degree programs.
For some who are seeking professional development, I'm hoping that they get enough that they can, if they're a clinician, influence their clients. If they're involved in an organization, they can influence their organizations. You are literally primed to go out and influence everyone that you interact with after that.
Having an exchange that kind of opens a vista, a different way of seeing themselves and experience. That to me is incredibly powerful.